Yeah, okay ladies, how's it going? So this is the new project, yeah. I got it back the other night from work, and this was a lucky coincidence that somebody just happened to be going to King's Lynn to deliver a car, so they picked this up, brought it back. Garage space is ideal. It's a small car, it will fit in the garage with space at the back. You can see here I've even got a transfer box on a bench there. Yeah, old Land Rover stuff that I can't quite let go of. So this had problems. If you saw previous videos, cream cheese maker, and this was getting coolant into the oil somehow. So either head gasket, oil cooler, or some other way. Okay, this doesn't have an oil cooler on it, unlike some Vauxhalls do. And I've done a sniff test. It's not conclusive, but there's no carbon dioxide getting into the header tank. However, the header tank is draining overnight, yeah, or over a couple of days. Filled it up, run it, it was fine, left it, and the coolant was missing out of the header tank, so it's gone straight into the oil somehow, and then as it's running, it's mixing up with the oil and turning into a cream cheese. Yeah, so I done an oil change, flushed it out and all of that. I've just drained it again and it's the same condition, so this needs to be sorted out very, very quickly. Okay, thanks to the guys that mentioned it could be something to do with the water pump. Now it's had a new water pump on here, suspect straight away. Okay, because of the condition of the car and how it's been looked after, I just don't know, but I always suspect new components, especially if there's a problem that way, which we will look into. I'll have the front of that off and have a look. Okay, if I can find a split gasket, then we're winning. That will be less work. If not, I'll go further and I'll get the head off as well. The other option is to get another engine, quickly drop it in here and then start using this. Now I've done an inspection around the vehicle, and not too much of one, but things like knocking going over a bump and rattling as it goes around the corner, well, I found those straight away. ARB linkage and linkage to the McPherson strut is loose on the offside, and on the near side the boot is loose on the CV joint. So there we go. Okay, the idea basically is to get this into a very good mechanical condition, so it's okay for a few years. I do have a budget of about £1,000, which I've worked into taking it out of my tool allowance actually, so that'll be, so I spent 200 quid a month on this, all good. Yeah, however, if you feel like you'd like to donate to this project, there is a link below. You can buy me a beer or a coffee, and it'll help us out no end. Okay, I will give you value on this because some guys can learn from fixing cars, okay, especially those HGV apprentices that suddenly get launched into a small car derived van, for instance, or even a Sprinter, because all the suspension system is the same. Yeah, what I like about this vehicle, it's lightweight, it's flyweight, and this is why I've called it the Fly, yeah, because it just reminds me of one. Plenty of jobs to do on it, but at the end of it, once this has turned into a mechanically sound vehicle, then I'd like to turn it into something that is for in times of disaster. Okay, because I do have a prepper mentality, and the last video that I put up about disasters, I got very good feedback from you guys that actually do think about it. So what I'd like you to do is to, down in the comments below, is tell me some things that you think I can do with this vehicle, but stealthily, to make it more of a prepper orientated vehicle without being obvious. Okay, oh yeah, we can put the lights on, the LED bars and stuff like that, that's not a problem. I can't bolt a winch on it even though that would be interesting. However, the interior and the equipment I carry with this, that is more important. Yeah, because a lightweight support vehicle, for instance, that can go on roads is just as valuable as a heavyweight recovery vehicle in some situations. Okay, so just something to think about, and we will discuss this as the project evolves. Okay, but I'd like to get this mechanically sound first. This was owned by a smoker, and the interior is disgusting. Back seats are coming out, yeah, and we'll partition that off and turn the rear into something useful. The engine lends itself to having gas on it, yeah, so that is, I've looked into it, the kit's about 450, 500, 550, which I'm going to do as a separate section later. So I'm looking at spending about £1,000 on this to get it really nice, including wheels as well, because aluminium wheels are rubbish, yeah. Steel wheels seal much better over a long period of time, yeah. So this is where we're at with this fly project, and I'm going to update you every now and then. My boy is going to learn on this vehicle as well, because he's a schoolboy age where this sort of thing is very, very useful. So yeah, basically at the end of the day I'm going to strip it out and do what I need to do to get it very, very reliable, and then do something prepper orientated to have it something well decent. So start down below and let's discuss this sort of stuff and do some thinking and see what we can do with this to make it a valuable vehicle. Yeah, it cost me £100 to buy this off a young boy who didn't know what he was doing. Okay, he got frustrated with it because it kept breaking down. He put a new starter motor on it. I think he put the water pump on as well, but he didn't really know. So I've got taken it off his hands, and I'm going to do something with it, and we're all going to benefit from it at the end of the day, and you're going to get value out of this for watching it, aren't you? Yeah. So anyway, I'll leave it there now, ladies, and see you in the next video. Okay, take it easy. Just as another heads up, I bought Haynes manual for it because the data in here is actually valuable. Yeah.